In this video today, I will be giving you guys the best dribble tutorial in NBA 2K26. If you guys are struggling to get open in Park, Pro-Am, whatever game mode you're actually playing, the ones, whatever the case may be, today I'm going to be giving you guys the best tips and tricks to get open in NBA 2K26 every time. And I'm also going to be giving you guys the best dribble moves in the game, man. So if you guys are a small guard or a tall guard, I have both tutorials in this video for you guys. And I'm going to explain it in depth on how to dribble. And I'm going to basically give you guys every move that I've personally used on my tall guard to get open, on my small guard to get open. But without further ado, drop a like, drop a sub. It's literally free. But without further ado, let's just get straight into this video. Alright, so obviously the most important thing is going to be your dribble moves. The first thing you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys have on, if you guys are a 6'5 guard and taller, is Zach LaVine's dribble style. Okay, this is the best tall guard dribble style. It gives you the smoothest animations, and it's honestly just the quickest in the game. If you guys are a shorter guard and you're under 6'5, if you're, 6 foot to 6'4, or whatever the case may be, 5'9 to 6'4, you guys are going to want to go Ja Morant dribble style. It's literally the best one in the game. Alright, it's the quickest, it's the best, and it's just literally the fastest. If you guys want a different one, you guys can use De'Aaron Fox. But yeah, the requirements for the Zach LaVine, you literally need a 75 speed with ball, and then for Ja Morant, you literally need an 85 speed with ball, and you need to be under 6'5. So those are the dribble styles you guys are going to want to have equipped. The next move that I want to talk about is T-Mac signature size up. When I tell you guys this is literally the best sig size up for tall guards or small guards, you guys can use these on either or. I'm pretty sure you have to be at least, or no, you have to be 6'5 or over to get T-Mac's signature size up. But you guys can use Jason Tatum's on a small guard. A lot of people use that. That's probably one of my favorite on the small guard. But T-Mac is definitely going to be the best one for a tall guard as well. Breakdown combos doesn't really matter too much, but I honestly have Jordan Poole on, and then for a small guard, I just use Isaiah Thomas. Now, escape moves, you guys can choose whichever one you guys want. For a small guard, you're obviously going to want Kemba on, and for a tall guard, you're going to want Kevin Durant on, because Kevin Durant is going to resemble Kemba Walker a little bit. You guys could use Shai Gilgeous, but I don't personally like it. I personally love Kevin Durant. All you need is a 70 ball handle, and you need to be at least 6'5 or over. And then Kemba Walker is obviously the best for a small guard. Combo moves, you guys can literally just use pro on both, tall or small point guards. All right. Now, the best crossover, in my opinion, for a tall guard is LeBron James cross. This cross is literally amazing, bro. It reminds me of Devin Booker's from last year. And then the crossover you guys are going to want to use on a small guard is Markelle Fultz. It's really good as well. I haven't really played on my small guard much, but I've definitely played on it, and it's been good no matter what. But LeBron is definitely the best one, in the game, all right? The beyond the back you guys are going to want to use is Devin Booker's. Devin Booker's beyond the back is definitely very good, all right? And I personally like it a lot. If you guys are on a small guard, you guys can use Stephen Curry's. That's what I personally use on my small guard. And you guys are going to want to go Anthony Edwards. Personally, you guys can just use Curry on a small guard, but on a tall guard, just use Anthony Edwards. Then hesitation, you guys are going to want to go Anthony Edwards as your hesitation. If you guys are a tall guard, and then Jason Tatum's, hesitation if you guys are a small guard. You guys can use both of these either or. I personally prefer Anthony Edwards. I just like how it, goes with my combos and stuff. Step back you guys are going to want to use Devin Booker's. This step back, this snatch back animation is insane, bro. I get open so many times with this move, and it's definitely one of the best in the game. You guys could also use Chris Paul's on a small guard, but I personally like Devin Booker the most. But yeah, that's pretty much all the dribble moves you guys are going to need for a tall guard or a small guard. Alright, so obviously, the mycareer is going to be the best place to go to learn how to dribble, because you guys can go all the way back here to dribble and stuff. But you guys are also going to want to make sure you guys turn off this setting. It's called passive hand dribble switches. Make sure you guys turn this off, because if you don't, it's going to make your player like dribble, and it's going to annoy you. Alright, I promise you it's going to bother you so much. It's going to make you so mad. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys the basic combos that I use on my tall guard, and basically the combos that I've been using to get open. Alright, so number one, the first move that I do want to show you guys is the Kevin Durant escape. So pretty much this is what it looks like, and you guys could spam it back and forth, and it's very, very clean. It's very easy to do, though. It does drain some stamina, but it is very easy to do. So in order to do this, pretty much if the ball is in your right hand, you're going to want to hold R2 and flick the right stick to the opposite ball hand, and then vice versa. If you guys want to spam it, just literally flick back and forth. Alright, very simple, very easy, and you guys can speed boost out of this, dunk meter, whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying. It's just very simple to do, very easy, a very effective move, especially if you're like behind a screen and you literally do this. Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten open from that. Alright, another move that I do want to show you guys right now is the snatchback. So basically all you guys have to do is hold R2 and flick down on the right stick. So it literally looks like that. So if you run up the court, snatchback, green, it's very simple to do. Literally run up the court and then just flick down on the right stick, and it's literally going to give you the animation. And it's a very good move to use when you guys are trying to create space, you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely one of the best moves in the game so far that I've used. Another thing that I like to chain in with my combos is the Devin Booker be on the back. I know it's nothing crazy, but it's definitely not, you know, misnoticed or whatever, or it doesn't go unnoticed, you know what I'm saying? So if the ball's in your left hand, literally just flick the right stick diagonally down to the right, and that's going to give you guys that animation. So you can combo it all together, and it just looks very smooth, obviously. So you can Kevin Durant, snatch back, behind the back, Kevin Durant again, shoot. Like, it's very simple to combo these together, and they're very easy moves to learn, alright? And another thing about this dribble style is you guys can snatch back. So just hold R2, flick down the right stick, and then run the opposite way, shoot out of it. Another move that's very good that I like to do is the snatchback. Pretty much you just run down the court and flick down, and it gives you that little move right there. That move is actually very good. It breaks a lot of ankles, and it's definitely one of my favorite. And I definitely would use that on a tall guard. Another move that I want to show you guys is just kind of like a, you know, basic speed boost. Literally, if the ball's in your right hand, just flick the right stick to the left and then just sprint out of it. And then you guys can use all these moves to combo up, you know what I'm saying? It's just very easy to dribble in this game, especially on a tall guard. And you don't, one thing I will say, to get open, you don't have to do a bunch of crazy moves to get open. Like, you really don't. I promise you, it's very easy to get open in this game. And it's very easy to shoot, so you don't need a ton of separation as long as you know your timing. It's just very easy. Now I'm going to show you guys the Devin Booker step back. So this is what the Devin Booker step back actually looks like right there, and it's just insane, bro. It definitely helps get you open. You can go like this, look, boom, and then just do the step back. So pretty much in order to do the Devin Booker step back, all you guys have to do is run to whatever side you want to do it to, and then just literally flick down on the right stick while you're running still, and then it's going to give you that animation. This move is very good, all right? And then the next move that I want to show you guys is the misdirection. It's one of the misdirections from NBA 2K22, I think, or 23. Literally, it's the front misdirection, misdirection cross. So in order to do this, all you guys have to do is the ball's in your left hand. You're going to want to flick the right stick to the right and then the left stick to the left, all right? Just like that. You guys will get this move right here. And to be honest with you, sometimes it doesn't give you that animation. I don't know why, but it's just weird, bro. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, pretty much, it's very easy to dribble on this build. I promise you right now. Like, it's so easy to get open on this game. It's not even funny. And then you guys could also use that move right there, which is very easy to do. All you guys have to do is run to whatever side and hold down on the right stick, and then just sprint out of it. And it's very easy to get open. And then another move that a lot of people love to do is this cross, this LeBron cross. In order to do this, literally just run towards the paint or run down the court, and then just flick the right stick to the opposite ball hand. Like, literally, it's that easy. And then also another move that I do want to show you guys is this behind the back right here. Let me get some stamina real quick though. This behind the back right here, it looks like that, and it's also very good, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to ISO and stuff, it definitely works out with all your combos. But let me just get some stamina real quick so I can show you guys. So in order to do this, what you guys have to do is, if the ball's in your right hand, you're going to want to flick the right stick diagonally down to the left, and the left stick diagonally down to, well, hold the left stick diagonally down to the left after you flick it, the right stick diagonally down to the left. All right, I hope that made sense. My fault if I'm, like, you know, not you know what I'm saying, explaining it the best. But yeah, bro. And then another thing that I want to tell you guys too is use your misdirections to your advantage. Like this move right here, like this little misdirection, literally just do a cross without holding turbo and then just run back the other way. Like, the misdirections, bro, are really good in this game. It reminds me of NBA 2K22, and it's definitely, you know, very easy to get open. Like, I promise you, this game is not hard to get open in. One thing I will say is just don't try to do too much moves, you know what I mean? Unless you're standstill dribbling, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically, that's basically what you guys are going to want to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little dribble tutorial on a 6'8". Now I'm going to show you guys how to dribble on a 6'4". Alright, so now that I'm on my small guard build, now I'm going to show you guys pretty much how to dribble on this build. And it's pretty much a similar, you know what I'm saying, way to dribble. Obviously, it's a lot quicker and it's a lot easier to dribble and get open on this build because you're a lot faster, you have a better ball handle. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to show you guys how to get open on this build. It's very easy, I'm not gonna lie. Like this Ja Morant dribble style, or whatever dribble style I gave you guys, is very good as well. Like, look how fast you can move, bro. If I had stamina, obviously it would be better. So let me just go behind here so I don't lose stamina. But pretty much the basic thing you guys are gonna want to learn is how to speed boost. If the ball's in your left hand or the right hand, you guys are gonna want to hold R2, flick the right stick to the opposite ball hand, and then just sprint out of it. And that'll be a speed boost right there. As you guys can see, snatch back, curry slide. The curry slide is definitely a very good move. And in order to do that, if the ball's in your right or left hand, just hold R2 and flick the right stick diagonally down to the opposite ball hand. And then you guys can run out of it, step back, green. It's very, very, very simple to get open. There's not much to it. I promise you, it's not hard at all to get open in this game. It's all about comboing and chaining your moves together. Actually try to time your moves, you know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and spam them, because if you sit there and spam them, you're not going to get the animations that you need to get open, you know what I'm saying? If you guys are just like literally spamming the stick, like just literally just not even trying to time it, you guys have to try to at least time your dribble moves, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's definitely very easy to get open in this game. And I promise you, pretty much all the moves that I taught you guys, you can do on this small guard as well. You know what I'm saying? So definitely use that to your advantage. But pretty much I just want to tell you guys one more move you guys can learn. It's the quick stop. So in order to do this, basically just sprint to whatever side, say you know, speed boost, and then literally let go of everything and flick up, or like flick up without holding turbo, and then just shoot out of it. So boom. Sometimes you'll get a fade if you don't time it properly, like that. But I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like. So flick up, and then just it literally stops you on a dime, which is obviously what you want. And bro, I tell you, it's very easy to dribble in this game. You know what I'm saying? And the momentum obviously is very easy to do. If you guys don't know how to do the momentum, then I don't know what you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much how you guys dribble in NBA 2K26, or at least the moves that I'm using so far, until obviously more moves come out. Obviously like Steve Francis and stuff. But the curry slide, use that to your advantage if you're a small guard. You know what I'm saying? And use the Kemba Walker escape to your advantage as well. But yeah, if you guys want this build, I will be dropping this build eventually. I've just been playing on my 6'8". If you guys want my 6'8", I dropped a video on that already. Make sure you guys go check it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this video helped you guys out a ton.